Hello, everybody. I don't know if anybody's watching yet, but we're live. Let me just double check that we are. Hello. Yes, we have people here. Hello, welcome to the live stream. What's up, Brick House? Welcome back. Battery powered bricks. What's up, Dylan Campbell? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream today. I'm glad that you guys are here. I hope your weekend is amazing and you're having a great Easter. Happy Easter to everybody. It's a really good weekend. There's some really good weather outside here in Atlanta. I got outside, I ran some errands. It's a really good day. I hope that you guys are having a good time. We are here to build the new TIE bomber, and I figured with Star Wars Celebration going on and with all of the rumors and leaks and trailers and everything, it's only fitting that we build some Star Wars this weekend. So I'm glad you guys are here. We're just gonna be hanging out and building some stuff. Dylan said, did you put Batman on top of the lighthouse? I did. I need to take a picture of that because I had to like pose him up. It's not a really great way to like have him hold on to it, but yeah, I have the lighthouse fully displayed in my downstairs Lego room and it looks amazing. If you joined for that, thank you so much for joining last week. Let me turn on the music just a little bit here. As always, I'm new to this live streaming thing, so feel free to let me know if the music's too loud or if you want to see some different angles or anything. So again, we're giving me some grace here as we figure this whole thing out. But yeah, this is again supposed to be like a weekly thing. So if you come back next week, we'll be building something new. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna take these headphones out here. But what are you guys up to this weekend? Are you guys doing Easter related stuff? Did you do Easter egg hunts? I'm gonna get this open. I think the box art for this, it just looks fantastic. Hang on, let's look at the here, let me switch the transition here so it's a little bit faster. But there we go. That's what we're building, the new TIE bomber, which looks awesome. I love that this is the asteroid field where they bomb the worm, where the Falcon hides the inside the big space asteroid worm. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think this is a really cool set. I'm excited about the new TIE Interceptor that's coming out as well. If you guys haven't seen that, pictures of that have been out. I know there's been some other Lego content creators who've already reviewed it, which I'm really excited about. The Interceptor is one of my favorite ships, but I like the TIE bomber too. So we can go ahead and start getting this open. Let's see. Ate half my body weight in home cooked food at my dad's. Nice, battery powered. That is the way to spend a good Easter, is just eating lots of food. What did you eat though? Because that's the important thing. Easter lunch and dinner is always an important tradition. Let's see. If I hadn't already taken a nap, I'd be doing that now. Nice. Easter naps are always good as well. And yeah. We did our Easter celebrations yesterday. Otherwise, I would have been on here live yesterday. But we did a hangout with a bunch of friends, and we got together and did an adult Easter egg hunt, which was really fun. It's been a couple years since I've done like actual Easter egg hunting, but it was a lot of fun. It was basically like 20 of us, and we all brought 6 eggs, and we had to do it inside because yesterday the weather was terrible. It was like a monsoon, just raining, downpour, so we couldn't do it outside, but we did it inside this big house, and we all brought 6 eggs, and we put whatever we want inside the egg. Some it was like candy, or like I had to put, like, one of my eggs was a Lego Stitch minifigure because I had a few extra, so I threw Stitch in one of the eggs. But it was an adult Easter egg hunt, so we threw, like, it was anything from, like coupons for alcohol, or like, little shots or anything like that. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot harder than I remember Easter egg hunting being when I was a kid. So, but yeah, did anybody else do Easter egg hunts or get any candy or anything? Let's see. Battery Fabric said my dad cooks everything just for meat. We had ham, turkey, and ribs. Tons of different casseroles. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I am a big fan of casserole. That is a weakness of mine. Let's switch the build cam here. How does that work? You guys see what we're doing? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 bags, so this is not as big of a set as the Lighthouse set, but I have some additional sets here that I have yet to build. The new Boba Fett set in a microfighter form. This is the second copy of the 501st battle pack that I have that was gifted to me by some friends. And one I've been holding on to for a long time is the homestead here, Obi-Wan's hut or Obi-Wan's homestead, however you want to call it. I have the Mos Eisley Cantina set, and I've been waiting to put it together for a long time, but I bought this because I had to have it like next to the cantina. So I'm excited to put this together. I don't know if we'll build all of these today, but we're definitely going to start with the TIE Bomber and see where we get and see, you know, what we're doing. We might hang out for a little bit longer. We might, we're just hanging out, you know. My wife is off doing some fun things with a friend of mine, so we are just building today. Got the house to ourselves. What do you guys think of the new instructions, by the way? I have to point this out. Like, are we fans of the white computer-generated background? I think that looks pretty ugly. I think the set box art looks awesome. I just wish they would just go back to putting the box art on the instructions. Yeah, Brick House, I hate them. Yep. Like, this box art, again, like, this looks so good. Why not just do that, you know? But, oh well. I know Lego said something about it having to do with their sustainability or making it so that they use less ink in the instructions. I can't remember the reason. It was like a eco-friendly... Supposedly this is more eco-friendly than doing all of the printing and everything, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, lots of Star Wars news over the last few days. Lots of exciting trailers. We had the Ahsoka trailer. Have you guys seen the Ahsoka trailer, by the way? Oh my gosh. I am super excited about the Ahsoka show. Just love the direction that, like, that whole thing is going. I feel like also we got the announcement that Dave Filoni is directing a Star Wars kind of like in-game movie where we have the story of the Mandalorian and Ahsoka and all of the Rebels, all of those storylines kind of coalescing into one finale movie, which, oh man, I am so excited about. So, have you guys seen the trailers? What are you excited for? Have you seen the news? It was so good. Trailer was amazing. First 2 minutes of it came out. First 2 minutes of what, Brickhouse? Was it first 2 minutes of Ahsoka? If that is, I need to go and find the leaks or whatever. I feel like a lot of sustainability or environmentally friendly stuff is just marketing. Not all of it, but some portion of it. Yeah, you have a point. I mean, there's definitely a concerted effort, I feel like, in merchandising and toys to appear very environmentally friendly. Whether it actually is or not, who knows? You know, we don't know all of the details on our end. So we are starting off here with the minifigures. We have Darth Vader, of course. I think this is the newest Darth Vader. Does he have? This one does not have arm printing. But I do like the updated face. Let me get the legs on it and I'll show you guys. See if I can get a little bit closer up here. Let's see. Can I zoom in at all? I wonder. Can we zoom in? Don't you love how professional this stream is? You guys have just come for the most professional Lego streamer. I need to put my light back on the other side. For the other stream, I had a light on there, but I don't have a light anymore. But there we got the new Darth Vader. Only, oh yeah, he is printed on the back too. He just doesn't have an alternate expression, which is fine. But yeah, cheaper is probably the primary goal. Yep. They gotta save money. Lego is a company. So, what's up, Wookiee Gamer? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. How did your animating go from last week? I hope it went well. Because you were working on the contest, I remember. Yeah, welcome to the stream. We're hanging out. We're building Lego Star Wars today. It's really interesting because I feel like most Lego Star Wars sets I buy these days, I don't really buy that much Lego Star Wars. In fact, the TIE Bomber was gifted to me by some friends. But I'm really happy that I have it. I don't know if it's something that I was like dying to get, because I think most of the time these days when I think about buying Lego sets, it's about, can I use this in an animation or a stop motion? I have shelves and shelves of so many sets these days, and it's so hard to find space. So, oh, this one does have arm printing. I was wrong. I can't, obviously I need to put a light back over there, but it's too late for that. But this Vader does have the arm printing. But yeah, it's always hard to figure out what sets to get versus what sets to just kind of pass up on. Do I really need XYZ set, and obviously Lego is expensive these days too, but I'm really happy about the TIE Bomber. I'm really excited about it. We've only ever had one other TIE Bomber, which was the original, and I owned that one too. It came in I got the 2-pack with the Y-Wing and the TIE Bomber, and it was such a classic. Let's see, what's up? We have Brett Hooper in the chat. Welcome. Hello. Does Darth Vader have arm printing? Yes, he does. And Wookie Gamer said, yes, it's gone well. Very nice. Haven't worked on it much, but I'm going to focus on doing it this week. Good luck with your project, Wookie Gamer. Vader is one of my favorite minifigures and characters. Yes. Brett, I'm curious though, do you prefer the old original Vader or do you prefer the new Vader? Because that is something that I feel like is pretty divisive these days, whether or not if you like the updated helmet. The one problem I have with the updated helmet Vader is he's got put him right there. He's got that kind of crooked neck where he's like looking up the entire time. He doesn't have that like direct stare. It is an accurate helmet mold, but it is definitely not. I just wish he would look down. I don't think we're gonna get an updated Vader for many years though. And then this character that I'm building right now is Vice Admiral Sloane, who, if you didn't know, this character appeared in some Star Wars books. She's like man, it's so dark. You can't see anything. Yeah. Well, she was a Vice Admiral who appeared in some of the Star Wars books. I believe she appeared in Aftermath. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I don't read enough of the Star Wars books these days. If you know who this character is in the history, feel free to sound off. Cool, my Vader from 2017 doesn't have arm printing. Yeah, I feel like most of the Vaders coming out now, at least in all the new sets, we have the Emperor's Throne Room set coming out very soon in May. That one has arm printing. Like, most of them have arm printing these days. Really hyped about the Ahsoka trailer as a Rebels fan. Yes, I am super hyped about it. I am so excited. I'm curious, like, what do you guys think about live action, seeing all those characters in live action? Like, they really nailed the look of Chopper to me in that trailer. Like, his mannerisms, he's just so animated. I think that character really transfers well. Sabine looks great. I'm really happy with the casting for Sabine. Hera is the one character that I'm not sure about the casting yet. I think she didn't get enough screen time in the trailer for me to really like get a good feel for how she's going to be portrayed, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Brett said he likes kind of like the updated one, but I like them both. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's totally fine to like both. I'd go back and forth. I'd love the detail in the new mold, but something about that classic figure that just, it gets me every time. I only have the old helmet, which is still good, but Vader does kind of look up with the new helmet. Yep. He's got that, he's like looking at the ceiling the entire time. Or maybe he's looking down on you. He's like putting his nose up at you or something. Maybe it's just the superiority. But yeah, we got so many new trailers and just so much stuff. It feels like a really good time to be a Star Wars fan. I know everybody says that. Every celebration is like, oh, it's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. Some other things I'm excited about are, we got today the new gameplay trailer, or the final gameplay trailer for Jedi Survivor, which I am hyped about as well. It comes out very soon. Yeah, very excited for everything Star Wars right now. It's amazing. Let me try and see if I can, let's see. Can I zoom in at all on this camera? Trying to get you guys a good view of my fingies, my building hands. You let me know if this is a good angle or not. Let's see. I'm really wanting some better shots of Thrawn. Such a good character. I know that like shot of him walking away from camera. I was like, turn around already. I'm sure that he'll look amazing though. I know we did get officially announced that Lars Mikkelsen, who plays Thrawn in the animated series, is voicing, or who voices Thrawn in the animated series, is coming back to play him in live action, which is really exciting to me. I think it's an interesting dynamic, like when you're casting from a voice acted character to a live action character. And I feel like more and more these days, they're casting characters to voice things that could play things in live action. It's not just like voice talent anymore. You also have to be able to do physical acting and like agree to sign on for more projects. I feel like that happens a lot, especially with we also got announced this week the live action Moana, which is really interesting because, you know, Disney keeps doing these live action movies, and they're having The Rock come back, and also the same actress who plays Moana is coming back, and they did a really good job casting that because both of them could easily play those main characters in that movie easily. Like, there's no question about it, that they could just do a great job. And it makes me wonder if that was the plan from the start with movies like that. It's like, did you plan that from the beginning, Disney? I don't know. What did you guys think about the live action Moana announcement? I'm curious. I was talking about this yesterday with some friends. I was like, I love the Moana movie. It's just one of my favorite Disney movies. But it hasn't been that long since Moana came out. It's probably been like less than 10 years. And Disney keeps coming out with these live action remakes. It's just, have they run out of ideas yet? Who knows? They keep doing them. People keep paying to see them, so I guess they're going to keep making them, you know. What's up, Video House JSQ? Hello there. Who else we got? These hands were made for building. They were Over the Moon said it's kind of looked like Thrawn had black hair in the trailer, but in Rebels he had dark blue hair. Okay, it might have been like a lighting thing, you know. You don't know. I'm interested to see how much like Lars Mikkelsen's face kind of matches the look. I already know his voice is gonna match perfectly because he plays the character, but kind of, you know, he has that imposing jawline, you know, and so we'll see how he looks in live action, but I'm sure it'll be great. Very exciting. Liverpool, my dream toy when I was a kid. Lego is my dream toy as an adult too. So what's up? We got Kyle Gazak here. What's up? I see you, Kyle. Welcome to the stream. This is my good buddy Kyle here. We are hanging out and we're building and we're just, you know, this is a nice Easter Sunday hanging out, you know. Hope that your Easter is going well. Happy Easter to you. I'm curious what Kyle thinks about some of the trailers and things that we got this weekend. I just can't get enough of like every Star Wars Celebration. I have friends that end up going to Star Wars Celebration over the weekend, and I've been watching all the other like content creators and everybody with the announcements and everything coming out, and it's just I just want to be there, you know. There's something different about like being in the room when they drop a huge announcement or somebody comes out on stage. One of the most exciting announcements that I was excited for was the new movies that were coming out. They're coming out. We have some new. We have James Mangold doing the Old Republic or the Dawn of the Jedi movie, which is going to be interesting. And then we also have I can't remember the name of the director because it was a foreign director name, but they're doing movies set after the sequel trilogy where Rey is back, Daisy Ridley is back, and she is going to be training up the next generation of Jedi. And I'm really interested to see if they can kind of redeem that era almost. But the greatest reveal was that they brought her out on stage and to announce that she's the one in these new movies. And so I thought that was a really cool announcement. It just makes me want to be there for that kind of stuff. It's just so exciting. I went to Star Wars Celebration 2015 when I was a kid. How old was I in 2015? I'm 30 right now. So yeah, I was much younger, but it was when it was in Orlando, and it was so much fun. I actually did get to meet Dave Filoni, and this was back in the day when Dave Filoni, before Mandalorian, the Clone Wars was on TV, and I ran into him just walking around kind of the floor in the convention hall, and I talked to him for like 15, 20 minutes. I got a picture with him, like such a cool interaction. He was really, really kind to me. And I was with my dad and my brother at the time, and so it was really, really fun to meet him in person. But I imagine he's just a really cool guy, no matter what. Hopefully Thrawn doesn't look like Cad Bane. Interesting. Yeah, Cad Bane in live action was a little hit or miss. I think that they definitely could have done a little bit better with how he looked, but the costume itself, like the garments and everything, I think looked fantastic. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm sure it'll just be, Thrawn will kind of look like a blue painted guy. Celebration, all the announcement, having hype all weekend. Such a great time to be a fan of Star Wars. Definitely a goal to get attached to one of the new projects. That's right. If you guys don't know, Mr. Kyle Gazak, very talented actor, very talented actor. He's acted in a few film projects that I've worked on. And you absolutely deserve to be, there's so many characters. I can imagine Kyle, he's got a big physique. He could play like an Inquisitor. I think you could probably do like some kind of like Inquisitor or big alien guy. I don't know. Maybe like a Jedi or something. It'd just be amazing. I would love to. It is crazy too if you're in the film world and you're working, like seeing all of the new Star Wars projects coming out, and it would be amazing to work professionally on one of those gigs. I mean, I have a few friends that worked on Mandalorian or people that I'm acquainted with, and it's always a dream of mine. Maybe someday I'll be able to work on a show like that. But yeah, very exciting times. Or Jedi Century. Ooh, there we go. Jedi Century would be awesome. There's so many great projects coming out right now. I'm excited for another one we got today was Bad Batch Season 3 tease. I know Ming-Na Wen, who voices, what's her name? What's her character name? Man, why can't I remember Ming-Na Wen's character? Her bounty hunter assassin lady that's in Mandalorian and Bad Batch. What is her name? I cannot remember. Orange helmet. Her character, or Ming-Na Wen, basically teased Bad Batch Season 3. So, glad that Bad Batch is getting another season. I kind of expected it. Fennec Shand. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Fennec Shand. And something about being live, like my brain just goes to mush. Fennec Shand, yeah. I expected there to be another Bad Batch season, obviously, with how season 2 ended. I don't know if everybody's seen it yet, but we got kind of a very cliffhangery ending for season 2, and I'm excited to see where they go with that show. It'll be interesting to see what happens. So, Fennec Shand. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. I really liked Bad Batch season 2. I think it's kind of rough in a few of those episodes. I feel like there's a lot of side mission episodes, but when you look back at the Clone Wars, there are a lot of episodes in the Clone Wars where the plot's not really going anywhere, but they're off on a planet and they're doing a thing. I just wish there were several episodes where I was like, I really want to go back to the main storyline and see what's going on with Crosshair, but the Crosshair episode in Bad Batch was amazing. The episode where he's on like that frozen planet. Loved that episode. But yeah, what else are you guys excited for Star Wars wise? I'm curious. What piqued your fancy? I always remember just going to Celebration when I was a kid and just loving the experience. I would have loved to go to this one this year, but obviously it's in London. It's a lot of money and planning to get to London. I did see several other Lego creators who were hanging out there, so shout out to them. The one thing that would be a really big motivator is if they would actually do some cool Lego giveaways, but this year they just gave away like a tiny printed tile that was worth like next to nothing. It's just kind of a silly giveaway, so. All right, what else are we doing here? Did I mess something up already? No, I didn't. I forgot to add a piece. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good Easter weekend. And you're hanging out with family, enjoying your time. It's always a good thing to celebrate, you know, the start of the spring. Easter is always a good time. So I'm very excited for the weather to be a little bit nicer this spring. So we'll see if that happens. But I am not a fan of cold winter weather at all. And so I'm excited for the summer. I'm excited for all kinds of things. It's going to be a good year. You know, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be fun. I've got several stop motion projects that I'm working on, and always trying to find the time to make progress on. But one of the big ones that I'm going to be working on, and this is what I'm hopefully going to be live streaming here in a couple weeks. This is probably going to be the project that I'm going to live stream. So if you guys are interested in tuning into some like stop motion live streams, I have a short film that I'm going to be producing that I'll be premiering at Brick World, Chicago, which happens in June, which means that I have to get started animating it very, very soon. So it'll be an interesting project to do, but I'll probably do some like late live streams, you know, if you guys are down for it. Battery Powered said, are there any stickers in the set so we can see your 6 skills again? That's a great question. I actually don't think there are any stickers in this set. You already know, I don't need to demonstrate my 6 sticker placement skills. I think there aren't any stickers. That is really fascinating. Yeah, I don't see any. I mean, that is really interesting. I didn't even think about that when I poured it out, that there was not a sticker sheet. Because we have the printed windshield piece. I know that there's a logo here on the Gonk droid that's included, but that's printed. And yeah, I don't think there are any other stickers on this, which is nice to see. This is definitely a good thing. We like to see small amounts of stickers, but generally prefer printed bricks. Yep, as do I. I mean, this is a whole topic in our last live stream last week, but I do not mind stickers as much as I feel like a lot of Lego fans do. I feel like a lot of people love to complain about stickers in Lego sets, but I definitely don't mind them that much. I think it gives them the chance to add some detail where they want to. Whoop, because I'm dropping pieces. But yeah, we also have a lot of, it was a very, very crazy week for Lego Star Wars news, because we have some very big rumors coming out. Curious what you guys think about all of those. We have all kinds of dream Star Wars sets probably coming this year that a lot of people have been wanting for a long time. We have the UCS Venator, which, of course, all of this is rumors, by the way. Don't take any of it as fact, but if true, big if true, as the kids say. Big if true. Oh, what's up, Rabbit Hole? Hello, hello. Welcome back to the live stream this week. Glad you can join. Hope that your projects are going well. We're building Lego Star Wars today. But yeah, as far as Lego Star Wars coming out this year, I am really excited for the Venator. It's rumored to come with the first updated Captain Rex minifigure in a long time. So we'll see if that happens. That's going to be the big reason to get it. I'm sure that they'll eventually include Captain Rex in a smaller set, maybe a year later. That would be preferable so that, you know, more people can get it. It's not locked behind like a big $500-600 set. But yeah, the Venator is going to be a big one. We also have the new Republic gunship set, which is very controversial because it's supposed to be the Coruscant variant, which is a red Republic gunship. And I'm not about that. I really, really wish it was not the red Republic gunship. So, yes, I would love a Captain Rex. Yeah, everybody has been jonesing for Captain Rex ever since that minifigure leapfrogged in value. Just was one of the most expensive Lego minifigures out there right now. I myself do not own that minifigure, so I'd be very excited to get my hands on a Captain Rex. But yeah, let's see what else got leaked. We have rumors of a Death Star gift with purchase set for Star Wars May the 4th, which is very soon. And May the 4th is also going to be the release of the X-Wing, the UCS X-Wing. But I have to say, and preliminary thoughts here, and I'll say this, I may or may not be participating in reviewing the X-Wing coming up. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. For some friends over at Beyond the Brick. I have not received my review copy at all. But we'll see how it looks in person. I say I'm trying to keep my thoughts about the X-Wing on hold until I get the chance to build it in person. And so it'll be interesting to build it in person because I feel like the proportions are a little bit out of whack. So let's see. Mr. Dinohead, welcome to the stream. You asked, do I play an instrument? I used to play the drums. I can play about 2 or 3 songs on piano. And there was a period in college where I tried to learn how to impress girls with a guitar. But I do not remember any of that. So the answer is no. Not regularly. Do you play an instrument, Mr. Dynamite? I'm curious what you play. I think I have a lot of respect for musicians and people that can just sit down at like a piano and impress everybody with their mad skills. And I always thought, it's never too late to learn an instrument and get into music, but it kind of feels that way sometimes to me. It's intimidating to try and pick up an instrument and learn one. My instrument is Lego building. I don't know if that counts as an instrument. Let's see, where is this going? Aha. All right. Bag 2, did I miss a piece? I don't think I did. I just have an extra 1x2 laying around. Where did this go? Well, we'll see if it comes into play later on. What's up, Anthony Escribano? Welcome to the stream. I know a bit only through the internet. A bit of what instrument, Mr. Dynamite? I'm curious. I took piano lessons as a kid, but after a while, I switched to guitar. Okay. I feel like everybody goes through that phase when you're a kid learning how to play an instrument. And I did everything as a kid from like violin to piano. My mom was a very talented musician. And so is my sister. She's still a talented musician. She's the kind of person who could like pick up a mandolin, a ukulele, and just play anything from, whatever she could think about. So she played the violin very well. Still does. Not as much these days, but she's still very talented. Definitely the most musical of me and my siblings. I prefer doing other things. I don't know. I enjoy listening to music and live music for sure, though. All right, let's see. Where does this go? Is this just gonna hang over? I guess it does hang over. My brother far surpassed my guitar skills, so I've been playing a lot of bass. That rounds out our trio since he has a friend that plays drums. There you go. You just start a band. That's great. Like, that's awesome when you have like friends and siblings who all can do different things like that. Mostly piano. I'd say it's pretty easy to learn it alone without note reading. Okay. I'm learning guitar and piano, but I don't know very many songs. What songs are you trying to learn, Rabbit Hole? I'm curious. There's always like, I feel like when you're learning an instrument, you usually like have those few songs in mind that are like, I definitely want to learn these songs before you start branching out. I know when I tried to learn guitar, I was very interested in learning like Johnny Cash. I really like Johnny Cash, and I really wanted to learn some Johnny Cash songs, but I didn't get very far with guitar. I think I went to a school, and I don't know if Kyle's still here, he knows this, but the university that I went to was very musical. Lots of really talented people that went there. And so if you don't know an instrument, usually like you want to pick up something you feel the pressure to fit in and, have something that you can do, whether it's like playing guitar or, I don't know, even like playing the box thing, I don't know, I forget what it's called, the box drum thing, just something to be able to jam with people. And I definitely felt like the peer pressure to be like, I just need to learn how to play a few songs on guitar. But I don't know, the more I did it, the more I was like, it's not really my thing. The more you spend time doing stuff and you realize, maybe it's not for me. But I enjoy it. I could still play a few chords here and there. Let's see. Right now I'm learning 10,000 Reasons. Very nice. I hear that train a-coming. Yep. That is the exact song I started with learning on guitar. So you got me. That was it. I love Johnny Cash. I don't know about you guys. Those songs were like, I was definitely trying to learn those, but yeah, my sister is really talented at music. She will be able to, like, if you tell her, like, if you play a song and she listens to it for a little bit, usually she can pick up, like, how to replicate it after just, like, one listen through. It was always really impressive what she could do with all of that. But, yeah, my family is, like, I feel like half of my family, so I'm the oldest of 4 kids. It's me, my younger brother, and then I have 2 younger sisters. And I feel like my family is very split down the middle between creative people and very smart, like mathematical kind of people. Because my dad and my brother are computer engineers and they're very good at what they do. But I definitely fall into the more creative type of hobbies and passions, things like that. Obviously, we're here building Lego, so. Hello, Fazoom. Welcome to the stream. Happy Easter to you, Fazoom. I hope that you're having a great Easter Sunday with your family. We are here just hanging out and building some Lego. Yeah, it is a really nice day outside, too. That's why I'm thinking, like, I have a few other projects I need to work on today. One of which for a very big project that I'm going to be releasing and hosting. It's a big event in May. I teased it a little bit last stream, but I need to put some work into it today. We're keeping it a big surprise right up until we announce it. So it'll be exciting, but I need to put some work into it. And I wish it was something that I could stream and talk about on my Instagram and here on YouTube, but it is much better to keep it a surprise. So What's up, Dylan? Do a flip. Dylan Campbell said do a flip. All right, here we go. I'm going to do a flip. Are you ready? Here's the minifigure. Boom. There you go, Dylan. Anthony said, if I were to learn how to play guitar, I would want to learn House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. Perfect. I mean, that's a classic. Happy Easter, church, then chill, and watching The Masters. Very nice. A complete day. A very complete day. I have the house to myself today because my wife is off cavorting with her friend, walking around Piedmont Park here in Atlanta, catching up with someone she hasn't talked to in a while. So I am here with you, and we're building. I'm not alone. We got the live stream going. But yeah, what are you guys up to this week? Anything coming up that you're excited about? Oh, I forgot to say. You know what we could talk about? We could talk about the Mario movie, because I got to see the Mario movie a couple nights ago, and I really loved it. I don't know if have you guys seen the Mario movie? Let's say Rabbit Hole said Fazoom, same. Okay, epic. Yeah, you like my flip? You know, here, hang on. Have you ever seen Darth Vader do a backflip? Because there's a triple right there. There's your triple backflip, Dylan. That'll blow your mind. That's what we have here, just like the best Lego content you've ever seen. But Mario movie. Okay, Mario movie. If you've seen it, no spoilers, and I won't spoil anything here. But I will say I was very trepidatious going into the Mario movie because I have heard nothing but mixed reviews when it comes to that movie over the last week or so from people who've seen it or saw it early. I saw another, I love all the Lego content creators, and I watch a lot of different people, but Just Too Good reviewed the Lego Mario movie and said it was garbage. And I was like, come on, man. And I know Just Too Good he's another Lego content creator. He's a big fan of Mario, so I don't know if his expectations were high, but man, I was like, oh, harsh. And I hadn't seen it when I saw him, say all that stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go in with I just wanted it to be a fun, enjoyable Mario movie. Let's see, watching it on Wednesday, so Dylan Campbell, enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Jake went, loved the movie, good, yep. It's a lot of fun. I would say if you're a Mario fan, it's absolutely a blast because there's so many references and Easter eggs to all kinds of iconic gaming, legends and old Nintendo classics. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend going to see it. And don't believe everything that every reviewer says. It's always hard when, people have high expectations, I think, when it comes to IP that they're really, really into. And the Mario movie is one of those IPs that's just so big that, people had high expectations. And now am I missing a tile? What am I doing here? I'm looking for, here it is. I saw Darth Vader do one in Empire Strikes Back in his TIE Fighter. Very nice. Nothing new for Darth Vader doing backflips on stream. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I won't spoil anything about it, but I will say I would personally love to see more from the Mario universe. I would love to see them do more movies. I would love to see a Nintendo cinematic universe evolve from this Mario movie. So why is the TIE Bomber so expensive? Why can't we get an inexpensive Darth Vader minifigure? It is hard to get an inexpensive Darth Vader minifigure. I feel like maybe he's appeared in one of those European polybags. I'm not sure. He does only come in those big expensive sets. The updated Vader. But yeah, we were talking earlier. I think that the old Vader, the old Darth Vader, is one that I still prefer. The look of the molded helmet, the classic one. Something about the new one, just, you know, doesn't look all right. It looks the most accurate to the actual look of the helmet, but it's kind of like the new Stormtrooper. So a while back they updated the Stormtrooper helmet molds, and a lot of people were complaining about them because they thought they looked too big for the character. And this is one of those that I think the head looks, it's just a little bit too big. And if you compare it side by side with the classic one, you can see the size difference. I've seen every Chris Pratt movie and show, so I'm only seeing it for that. Very nice. Chris Pratt is certainly getting around. So you've got your, if that's your goal, then that's a good. You've got a lot of movies to watch, and he's playing. Chris Pratt is playing Garfield next, which is wild to me. Man is a busy man, busiest man in Hollywood. He's doing a lot. Who would win in a fight, Donald Duck or Batman? I mean, who would win in a fight? It's got to be Batman. Like, how do you even compare the two? Batman for sure. Batman for sure. If you were going to ask me who would win in a fight between Donald Duck and another cartoon character, then that would be an interesting fight. Maybe by the keychain and Bricklink a new helmet. You know, you could always do that. Though I will say for the Lego keychains, from what I know, the chain part of it goes pretty far down into the torso so that it's all sturdy. So it can be really hard to remove the chain, the metal part of it from the figure. Got to go family dinner. Bye. Thank you for joining Rabbit Hole. Enjoy your family dinner. Thanks for stopping by the stream. What do you think about the new Lego Batman minifigure? I'm curious, which new Lego Batman minifigure are you talking about? Are you talking about the newest one with the short ears? Are we talking about like the Michael Keaton one with the rubber cape? If you're talking about the one with the short ears, I definitely like it a lot. I think the one with the long ears, like the original Lego Batman minifigure, is classic, but it looks kind of stiff. Like it's just, you know, the new one is like sleek, and I definitely prefer the way that it looks. But what about you? Which one do you like? Donald Duck can bore Batman, so Donald Duck, duh. There we go. I feel like, I guess if you're having a toon fight, a more realistic character, you know, they could use all kinds of toon weapons, you know? But yeah, it's definitely going to be Batman for that. These are interesting, so I'll point these out. I apologize for the lighting. I forgot to set up my light, but we have these newer pieces here with the 1x2 half curved with the stud in the middle there. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. Very interesting new piece. I think this was introduced in this set. And I've seen it in a couple other sets since then, since this set came out. I know that it has appeared on the Lego Pick-a-Brick, and you can get it on there. I like the new one too. Okay, you like the new Batman head too? Very nice. It's definitely, I think it looks better in animation. Like if you're doing a stop motion, I like the look of the newer Batman molded headpiece. Do you prefer Marvel or DC, says Anthony? I like both. There's really no, there's no one is better than the other for me. I will watch anything Marvel or DC. If we're talking movies, I think I really like Marvel better. But if we're talking animated series or TV shows, I really gravitate towards DC. It just depends on, you know, the subject material. Like there's good and bad Marvel, there's good and bad DC. Tends to be a little bit more bad DC if you're looking at like the cinematic universe, but I'm looking forward to the new Flash movie. I think the new Flash movie is going to be pretty interesting. There's been a lot of people who have spoken out and said that it's really good. I know that Tom Cruise saw the Flash movie and was like, oh, it's amazing. He has to see it again or something like that. There's been a lot of rumors that it is a really good movie. But I'm excited for the new direction that DC movies are going with James Gunn in charge. We're going to get new Superman with Superman Legacy, all kinds of new stuff. Have you ever seen that really old movie, Footloose? I don't know if you're trolling me, Dylan, or if that's a real question. Yes, I've seen Footloose. Footloose is a classic. Oh, look at those engines, though. Isn't that nice? I love these new, like, curve pieces. That is just a very nice shape. Look at the smooth curve. I don't like how DC is going into the multiverse. It confuses me. Yeah, it does seem that both Marvel and DC are both doing, they're doing a lot of the same stuff, but that's the thing. If you look at the comics, it's always been, you know, there's a lot, they take a lot of inspiration from each other. So I'm all for things like the Batman movie that is the Matt Reeves Batman, and I think that's going to stick around, which is very exciting. Let's see, what are we doing now? Now we got this. But yeah, it is going to be interesting to see what James Gunn, who, you know, obviously did all kinds of projects for Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy, what he does for DC, because they definitely need someone to turn things around and make some improvements. It's like the greatest movie of all time. Which movie? Are you talking about the Batman of Matt Reeves Batman? Oh, Footloose is the greatest movie of all time. Okay. Grease is better than Footloose, in my opinion. We're debating Footloose versus Grease. Okay, here we go. Footloose or Grease? You got to pick one. If I knew how to put a comic or a comment poll up, I would do it. Do we like Footloose or Grease better? Put your votes in the comments. We're going to figure this out once and for all. But yeah, there's a lot coming out that I'm very excited about with superheroes, with Star Wars. It always feels like there's so much entertainment to consume and not enough time to do it all. Grease. Okay, we got to vote for Grease, which is Anthony. I assume Dylan's going to vote for Footloose. Basically, the way that my wife and I do this now, we have we try to watch everything, like all the episodes, like all the Mandalorian and Bad Batch and all of the different shows that we watch as soon as possible when they come out, because I kid you not, every week when a new episode comes out, I get something spoiled for me. Even if I wait a day, something gets spoiled for me, and I hate it. I hate spoilers. Cannot stand them. And I have had like 2 or 3 things for The Mandalorian spoiled for me this season, and 2 of which were by the official Star Wars pages. They just end up posting like, this happened this week, oh look out, so and so character appeared on The Mandalorian, and it's, come on, man. I remember back in like season 1 and season 2, they used to wait like a week before they put out spoilers. But I don't know what it is. Star Wars social media, it's almost like they care more about like the excitement of it and taking advantage of like cool reveals and things like that. I wish they would wait. Feels like I have made a mistake again. No? Okay. Moving on. Let's see. What do you think of Star Wars making a Rey series? If you're talking about like a Disney Plus show, I don't think that would work. But I am very excited about the movie coming out that is starring Daisy Ridley as Rey again. Very excited to see what they do with that. Um, I like Rey's character. I think that she got, you know, they didn't really take the whole sequel series in the direction that I wanted it to go. Not a huge fan of the fact that Rey is a Palpatine. I wish they would have made her like a nobody, because that was a big point in the sequel series, that she is a descendant of a Palpatine clone. And I think it would have been way more powerful for the story of Star Wars if it's somebody who has no connection to the Star Wars royalty of the galaxy. You got the Palpatines, the Skywalkers. It would have been way cooler if she was just some rando who decided to go on some adventure. Which Luke was a rando. Well, I guess Luke is, you know, but other than being the son of Darth Vader, he was pretty much just kind of a rando kid. At least they portrayed that in the first Star Wars movie, that he was just some rando kid. We got some interesting prints in this bag, like that dish with the TIE bomber markings on it. How do you think? Have you ever seen that really old TV show, Knight Rider? Of course I've seen Knight Rider. What the heck, man? Of course I've seen Knight Rider. I think that you're just like pulling up like a Google list and you're like, what old TV shows can we quiz Adam on? Yeah, I like Knight Rider. They did a Knight Rider Lego figure of with the car for Lego Dimensions, this video game series that they did. And you could get the little kit car build. It's Gonk Droid time, I think. I think we're building the Gonk Droid. Let's see. Yeah, Knight Rider is a classic. I think that they rebooted it too, and did like a more modern Knight Rider, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it did well, but it would be cool to get another, you know, modern take of Knight Rider. I think that would be fun. Because we have, especially now, like, you know, the whole premise of Knight Rider is that it's like a smart car, you know, this super smart AI car that can do all these cool gadgets and things. And it'd be interesting if you did that nowadays, especially with things like Tesla and, you know, the Cybertruck and all the self-driving. You know, it's almost a reality now. Almost a reality. We have the pilot and the Gonk Droid now. I'm going to set up a light permanently on that side so that we can see it. I don't know if you can see it better in the light here. The all-important Imperial Gonk Droid. I like the connection between Kylo and Rey, especially in The Force Awakens, to be honest. Yeah, Force Awakens, I'm one of the few people that really liked The Last Jedi. And I really I like Kylo and Rey's relationship. I like The Last Jedi. I like The Force Awakens. You know, I just really didn't like how it all concluded in Rise of Skywalker. I think that was the one thing. I swear I'm not reading a list. I'm just addicted to 80s stuff. Okay, very nice, very fair. That's good. 80s stuff is great. The golden era of entertainment. I was born in 1992, so I wasn't raised in the 80s, but I do enjoy watching. Oh wow! Look at this piece. So it's a plate and it's got pinholes in it, and it's got some raised. That is bizarre. All these new sets with new pieces. I have never seen a piece like that. That could be used for a lot of interesting things. Worst Star Wars was Rogue One. Interesting take. I'm curious what you thought of Andor then, Anthony. Have you seen Andor? Did you like Andor? I like some parts of Rogue One. I definitely think that I like Rogue One better than The Force Awakens, and I'll tell you my reasons why. It really just has to do with the protagonist. I feel like Jyn Erso is a little bit better of a protagonist than Rey in The Force Awakens. Just because she makes more decisions and she tries to rally everybody. Like, she seems like more of a active participant in the story. But we also get tons of amazing action scenes. I think Rogue One has, I would say it has some of the best like dogfights and space scenes. Like the scene where the Hammerhead like crashes the Star Destroyers into each other. Love that scene. We get also the Darth Vader hallway scene. Like, there's a lot to love about Rogue One. Top 3 superheroes can be from any universe. Ooh. Top 3 superheroes from any universe. I would say Spider-Man is at the top. Or at least in the top 3. Batman. These are the most normie answers ever. I mean, everybody's going to say Spider-Man and Batman. I'm such a normie. I did grow up watching, and reading a lot of Spider-Man comics, though. So Spider-Man does have, like, special meaning to me. Would love to make some Spider-Man content soon. That's been on my plans for a long time, is to make something Spider-Man related. Who would be the third? I think the characters that I grew up reading the actual comics for were Superman and Spider-Man. And then I watched a lot of the Batman cartoons, like the Batman animated series. Do I want to say Superman as a top 3? I don't know if I do. Yeah, I don't know who my top 3, my third would be. I'll have to think about that. Let's see. Okay, so that goes like that. And then this goes like this. Aha! We have opening function for the window, the front windshield. Awesome scenes. Yep, Rogue One had awesome scenes. I didn't like Rogue One because it wasn't Star Warsy to me, although Darth Vader was extremely menacing. Okay. It is always interesting for me to hear, like, how would you, Anthony, describe your... how would you describe Star Warsy? Like, would that be for you, like, having more Jedi and Force-related stuff? Because I know for a lot of people, like, Star Warsy means a lot of different things. Like, that feeling of Star Wars, like, it could be everything from, like, the Rebels versus the Empire, or having more dogfights, or ship scenes, ship combat, space scenes, things like that. Or, it could be, like, lightsaber duels. There's a lot of different definitions for how people, relate to Star Wars. We have the cockpit. Yes, more lightsaber battles. Okay. I definitely don't, I don't think there's anything wrong with that kind of take, because lightsabers are core to Star Wars. But I felt like really Rogue One was just a very, like, it was focused on the military aspect of Star Wars. Which for a lot of people, I think, like, it was a fresh enough take, like, for us to focus on that one aspect of the universe. And the Star Wars universe is so massive. Like, you can honestly, like, if you want more lightsaber duels, there's so many more. There's so much media, and there's so much to choose from. Basically, there's so much that you can pick from to enjoy Star Wars. Like Bad Batch, you have so many different. If you like clones, watch Bad Batch. You like the Clone Wars, watch Bad Batch. You like, even in the video games, we have Jedi Survivor. Then there's all kinds of, clone video games, and there is so much to choose from. It doesn't matter what you're into. If you like the military side of things, if you like clones, if you like Jedi, I think they do a good job of giving everybody the ability to pick and choose from a whole host of different types of media, which is great. I like that. The Star Wars universe is big enough for everybody, no matter what aspect of it you're into. I gotta go with Spider-Man, Batman, and Iron Man. You're not alone. We can be normies together. Thank you, Dylan. You make me feel so much better. That makes me feel great. I guess Iron Man is definitely up there for me as well. I really love those first few Iron Man movies. Iron Man 1. Oh, man. Iron Man 1 is a classic. Love Iron Man 1. If you guys like Lego Iron Man, you should check out the Bricker Builds Iron Man bust. If you don't know Bricker Builds, they make like life-size big Lego sculptures and busts. And they did an amazing Iron Man helmet. It's full size, it's life size. Definitely check it out. They're not sponsoring this or anything, but they're friends of mine, so definitely check it out. It's an awesome piece. Would love to see what they do with the Iron Man Armor Wars. There's an Iron Man TV show coming out that is not starring Iron Man. It's starring Rhodey and Ironheart, who was introduced in the Black Panther series. More Jedi. Yep, I did think Woody Harrelson did a great job in it. However, yep, Woody Harrelson is great. Wait a minute. Woody Harrelson was in. Wasn't Woody Harrelson in Solo, or was Woody Harrelson in Rogue One? I can't remember. I thought Woody Harrelson was in Solo. I could be wrong though. But yeah, I liked Solo too. I feel like my Star Wars opinions, I end up really liking the things that a lot of people are just not about. Like Last Jedi, I'm a big fan of The Last Jedi, and I've had an ongoing debate with my friends about the quality of The Last Jedi and why it is a great movie. And everybody loves to hate on The Last Jedi, but I feel like sometimes I'm the sole surviving person that really liked that movie. I don't know. Did you guys like The Last Jedi? Just write yes or no in the comments. I'm curious. Or is it garbage like everybody else says? Is it garbage or is it good? Maybe I should start a review channel called Garbage or Good. And that'll be our review scale. What's up, Joe Bro? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Last Jedi was awesome. Okay, good. 1 for Last Jedi. I'm so sorry, but Star Wars is way overrated. The 3 originals are where it's at, though. Okay. See, that's the thing. I would disagree with you there, but that everybody to each their own. I think there's definitely something that I fall victim to, which is that feeling of like when there's so many people that are super into something, you get that like, yeah, it's not that good, it's overrated. But I really think there is Star Wars out there for everybody. So I recommend giving it a chance. You might enjoy it. There's enough like different types of Star Wars media for everybody. Even if you only like the original trilogy, I think there's a lot to enjoy. But I also grew up like watching all of the Star Wars, I grew up watching the Clone Wars. I was watching the Clone Wars show every week when it came out. So I feel like it's ingrained in my bloodstream by now. I cannot go without Star Wars. Like, it's just a part of me. So many amazing like memories from childhood with it too, which if you have anything that you're passionate about, like that you grew up with, I feel like that's the way it is, especially for Star Wars. With a lot of people, it's Star Wars, some people it's superheroes, but everybody's got those things in their life that they're just, there's no matter what, if it comes out, you're gonna go see it. Like, for example, the Mario movie, which just came out and was really good. Favorite Star Wars is Rogue One, but I dislike the sequels very much. Okay, see, we're having different takes here. Some people like Rogue One, some people don't. I definitely, I will say this. I didn't much care for Rogue One the first time I saw it. I saw it again, I enjoyed it more, and then Andor came out, and oh my gosh, that changed everything for me. That changed how I perceived Rogue One, and I'm really excited for Andor Season 2, which just got announced at Star Wars Celebration yesterday. Very excited about that. But yeah, I definitely did not care for it much when it first came out. But my opinions change, You always got to be open to changing how you feel about stuff. Because you might go back and watch it and realize, hey, it's not so bad. Let's see. Who could win, Batman or Darth Vader? Okay, that's a tough one. Now you've provided me with a challenge. Batman or Darth Vader? So let's walk through this in a deathmatch scenario. Darth Vader can sense you coming. He can sense you with the Force. He doesn't even have to touch you to kill you. He has a lightsaber that can cut through anything, including batarangs, including Batman's armor. Batman doesn't have anything that can go up against a lightsaber. I think that goes to Darth Vader. I will say, though, Darth Vader's weaknesses are really just the fact that he's basically a robot. Like, he's a cyborg. He's slow moving. And I know there have been some like Star Wars stories where his armor gets hacked, or he like gets different parts of him chopped off, or different things. And if Batman had enough time to prep, if Batman watched all the Star Wars movies, maybe, if he knew all of his weaknesses. But in a one-on-one duel with no time to prep, I think easily Darth Vader wins. I thought all the movies are great. Okay, yep. I will definitely always watch all the Star Wars movies, no matter like what it is. I'll end up going to see it. So that there's no question that I'll go and enjoy seeing them. And I will always get my expectations high, and I will always get a little bit sad if my expectations aren't met. But I try not to let that happen too much these days, you know? You gotta be willing to have an open mind about things that you love. Obi-Wan Kenobi was also a great TV show, yep. The sequels felt like worse rehashes, but they look good from a filmmaker's perspective. I will agree, yeah, the sequels, it's really just about the plot. Like, I think that they could have done a lot of things differently, but cinematically, they were definitely a lot of fun. I remember going to see the premiere of The Force Awakens and like dressing up for it. I wore a Star Wars t-shirt and like a blazer and had a really nice outfit on. I remember my wife Emily, like, she dressed up too. It was just a lot of fun, you know? And then we went to see The Last Jedi with her family. That was a big event. But yeah, I think every Star Wars premiere is always a big deal. I'm excited to see like what happens for the next Star Wars movies. I always get hyped up for like premieres, you know, going to see things in theaters. That is the way to do it. I wish I could see a lot more movies in theaters than I do these days, but I don't always have the time. I'm working on projects on YouTube here. I need to go and see more movies. Batman would win just because he's Batman. But here's the thing. He's Darth Vader, like the most powerful Sith Lord in the galaxy, you know. So I don't know. He is Batman. I'm sure that there are plenty of people who have opined on who would win in that match before, and I've done a lot more research than I have, and just thinking about it. I know I love watching the death match, or the what is it? I think it's called Death Battle or Death Match on YouTube. And they do a bunch of like pop culture characters. Here's our progress so far. We're coming along. Got the wings on here. The main body of the bomber is done though. Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan's master versus Qui-Gon Jinn. Darth Vader versus Qui-Gon Jinn. I think Darth Vader would win that fight. I don't know about you, but Qui-Gon, I do like Qui-Gon though. He's one of my favorite Jedi. Last bag number 4. It goes on the floor. Bag number 4 on the floor. Let's see. We got Batman. Revenge of the Sith was the only premiere I went to. Okay. I remember going to the premiere for Rogue One. I went to the premiere for Force Awakens, Last Jedi. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with the new Star Wars movie. I feel like Star Wars lately has just been so focused on the streaming side of things with the Disney Plus series, which I think is great. I love seeing Ahsoka and all of these other, it feels like they've really upped the quality of these streaming shows to be super cinematic. But it always makes me wonder, what would these shows do if they had a big movie theatrical budget, I would love to see like a big budget Star Wars movie come out. I'm ready for the next big one. We'll see what it is. I was excited to hear about the Rogue One or the Rogue Squadron, not Rogue One, Rogue Squadron movie. I love the premise of that, so I would love to see like a fighter pilot focused movie come out. That would be a really exciting movie experience, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys what do you prefer? Do you prefer going to the movie theater, or do you like going to like your couch and watching things on streaming? What do you prefer? Because there's a lot of people who don't even go to the movie theater anymore. Like, you just prefer like staying home, or they'll wait for a movie to come out and watch it on streaming. What do you do? Do you go see movies when they come out, or do you wait for them to come out? Let's see. How do you make your Lego characters move their arms freely? I use sticky tack, but it's messy, and your stop motions are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Void Productions. I actually don't have my characters move their arms too freely all the time. I have yet to do what you're referring to is called out of socket or arm out of socket animation. And that is something that I have not done much of, to be honest. I'm going to be doing some of it on my new project that I'm working on, but I definitely need to practice and figure out how to do it on my own. I feel like a lot of people do use sticky tack. Some people use things like running a wire through the minifigure. But yeah. Wait, Rogue Squadron movie. Yes, Battery Powered Bricks. They're doing a Rogue Squadron movie. It was rumored to be directed by, I guess it is being directed by Patty Jenkins, who directed the Wonder Woman movie, as well as other movies that you've probably seen. Wonder Woman is the one movie I know that she directed, along with the sequel, Wonder Woman 1984. So she was going to be directing that, which I know that during Star Wars Celebration, they gave some news about it, and they said that maybe they would turn it into a Disney Plus series. I feel like they don't really know what to do with it yet, but the premise sounds exciting, like dogfights and X-Wings and, following a fighter pilot focused Star Wars movie. I would like that. They should have made one more Star Wars story in 2020 to finish the trilogy. Yep. I got at least halfway through the X-Wing series of books. Okay, nice. I have not read the X-Wing series. Are they any good? Like, what did you think about them? I wonder if you didn't make it all the way through, does that mean they were bad? I have yet to read like a bunch of the Star Wars books. I keep meaning to go back and check some of them out. Wait. What about Darth Vader versus Spider-Man? Spider-Man has his spider sense, which gives him an advantage. This is true. Spider sense does give you an advantage, but it works a little bit differently than the Force, I think. Because Spider Sense allows Spider-Man to sense things like right before they happen, which allows him to dodge stuff in like slow motion. That's the way I see Spider Sense. But here's the thing. Darth Vader in the past has been able to grab ships out of space, like flying ships, and hold them still. And if Spider-Man's trying to dodge something and Darth Vader can grab that much area and hold it still, I don't think he's getting away from Darth Vader. I think he'd be able to just hold him. But that's just me. That's the thing though, like, Darth Vader works in the Star Wars universe, but I think if you put him in a bunch of other universes, like the Force is so overpowered in a bunch of other more realistic scenarios, or I don't know, not even realistic. If you call superheroes realistic, more grounded scenarios where it's, you know, we're focused on Earth-based superpowers. Let's see. Nearest theater is 2 hours away. Oh man. Oh, that's right. Joe, bro, you were telling us last week that you were pretty far from your theater. That I'm super sorry about that. I wish you lived closer to a theater so you could go to movies. I was a bit younger when I listened to the X-Men series. 14 books is a lot to get through, no matter how good they are. Wow, that is a lot of books. What's up, Luca? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I just now seeing your message. I may revisit them soon. Okay. You're from New Zealand. Welcome, Luca. Bro, why? Dylan, I'm sorry, man. I'm just speaking truth. And listen, as Spider-Man being one of my favorite superheroes too, I would hate to see Spider-Man being eviscerated by Darth Vader. But that's just the truth of it, you know? Like, I'm not rooting for Darth Vader. I'm just thinking, like, realistically, who would win in a fight? I think it would probably be Darth Vader. Just from what I know about Darth Vader, there may be some canon Spider-Man stories where Spider-Man does a whole lot better against super OP villains. Feel free to send me those stories and tell me, you know, tell me how he could win. We're getting the wings on here. I think these are pretty much identical, top and bottom. Yep. Whoop. There we go. Half and half. Does the Darth Vader in this set have arm printing? Yes, it does. It has those, like, I can't really show it off very easily with this camera angle right now because I need some lighting. I'm going to set up a closer camera angle for the next stream. But it has that, like, silver pauldron and, like, the silver lines going down the arm. So, yes. Arm printing on Darth Vader. Yes, for real, I miss it. I'm from New Zealand, I'm back. Yes, welcome, Luca. Yes, hello, welcome. Glad to see you're back. I remember you from the last stream. Also, thank you guys for joining, by the way. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. I hope that you guys are having a good weekend because I'm enjoying myself. I'm hoping to do, so we're going to be doing live streams every week. So I hope that if you're here now and you're hanging out and you're enjoying the chill vibes, feel free to join in next week as well. I'm probably going to be building the medieval blacksmith, probably. That's a set that I have not built yet that I've been meaning to build. I think that would be a fun one to build. But there are tons of sets in my backlog. I have a whole shelf full of sets that I've been meaning to go through and build lately. But yeah, let me know too if you guys want to see me build it, if you guys are interested in any other sets too. We don't just like building Star Wars here, we like building all kinds of stuff. I need to log off. Have fun. See you later, Joe Bro. Are you excited for the new Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny? Hell yes, I am. I'm excited. I am really looking forward to seeing how that movie plays out. I will say, Indy getting old these days. Harrison Ford, man, he is a trooper. I have nothing but respect for the man, but I think I don't know if this will be the last Indiana Jones movie he does. I thought the last movie would be the last movie, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But yes, I'm excited for it. I was watching the trailer they released yesterday, or was it the day before? I can't remember. And the trailer, when that Indiana Jones music, when the theme song kicks in, it got me going. Like, I got some chills. I was like, okay, Indy's back. Like, this is awesome. So I'm excited for it. Are you guys excited for the new Indiana Jones movie? What do you think of the trailer? I'm curious. What's the biggest stop motion tip if you wish you had known earlier? That's a great question. That is a really good question. Stop motion tip I wish I had known earlier. I would say Let me think about this because I want to give a good answer to this. I would say don't be afraid of failure and make as much stuff as you can. I think that early on when I got started with stop motion and animation in general, I was very concerned with having everything look the best that it could. And I can get really consumed with perfectionism sometimes, like having things look really good. And I would say just, yeah, like the best thing that I can say for stop motion, for getting better at it, is failing quickly, making a lot of mistakes, and like consistently practicing it. Because it is a motor skill. It is a physical thing that you have to practice. And I definitely recommend like doing it as much as possible if you're trying to get better at it, and you'll see yourself get better. As far as like other tips I would give, I would say don't be afraid of like experimenting, like having your characters be animated even more wildly or more subtly, you know, trying different frame rates. I would say also don't animate at 24 FPS. I did not like animating at 24 FPS. I'm back to animating at 15. It's a lot easier to animate at 15 FPS. There's more frames does not equal better animation. That's a good tip. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, I would say that's pretty much, that's what I would say, is keep doing as much animation as you can, because the more you do, the more you'll get better. And there's really no better teacher than failure and just experience. So do it as much as possible, fail quickly, learn from it, and get better. I guess that goes for a lot of things though. So I think a lot of people are scared to start doing things like animation because it's a lot, takes a lot of time, and it's a lot of effort to make something look good. But really, if you just pick up whatever you have, practice, like do little character animation practices, I think that is definitely beneficial. Like animate a character dunking a basketball. Have you ever animated something like that? If you haven't, try for it, you know? See how it looks. What's your favorite stop motion YouTuber right now? Mine is the Lincoln Pop DC series. Dude, Lincoln Pop goes hard, man. Lincoln Pop he posted that like work in progress that he's working on for his the Injustice series with Batman, and man, Lincoln Pop is killing it. So I like Lincoln Pop too. My favorite stop motion YouTuber, I really enjoy everything that Forrest does. Forrest Whaley, Forrest Fire. He's putting out a lot of amazing content. So always love Forrest's content. Kevin Ulrich, Brotherhood Workshop. He's still around making some sweet content. He may or may not be working on some more Lord of the Rings stuff, I've heard, which is really cool. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other stop motion YouTubers. Edbound is really great. There we go. Wings are on the TIE Fighter. Let's see. I think we got just just a few more steps left on this. Thank you guys for joining and hanging out. Yeah, and feel free to ask me questions too if you guys are interested in stop motion. I do have a, by the way, beginner stop motion tutorial video coming out very soon. Hopefully going to be uploading it next week. I've been working on it for a little while now, and I am finally making some progress on it. So I'm going to be doing a tutorial series where we walk through the basics of stop motion animation together. But yeah, I'm going to be doing things from like lighting tutorials to character animation tutorials, all kinds of different stuff. All right, so this needs to be flipped upside down. That is a weird assembly. Is this landing gear? But yeah, if you guys have questions about stop motion or anything Lego, feel free to shoot it my way. Let's see. Darth Vader versus Thanos with all 6 Infinity Stones, final round. You got me there. I mean, yeah, no. Thanos with all 6 Infinity Stones is pretty powerful. So I think that one definitely goes to Thanos. I mean, he can literally alter reality with the Reality Stone. Yeah, that one goes to Thanos for sure. So Marvel takes the final round after all. I hope you're happy about that, Dylan. Yeah, you can't have Darth Vader beat everybody. Especially with the Infinity Stones. The Infinity Stones are just you just can't beat the Infinity Stones for sure. All right. Let's see here. I think that's it for the TIE Fighter. I think the TIE Fighter is done. And then we just have to build the little... Yep. TIE Fighter is done. There we go. There you go. I really like it. I love the curved and smooth like edges on this thing, especially on the engines. Like those look so good from behind. And then it does have a bombing feature, so let's try it out. If I push it down, you can drop the bombs. Very cool. We can glass the surface of Mandalore together, reenact the destruction in a fun play experience. Let's see. I'm super happy now. Thanks, man. There you go, Dylan. Thanos won, after all. You have no idea how much I needed that when I started. It was so hard to find good tutorials until I saw Edbound. Yeah, it is. The good thing about stop motion, too, though, like with Lego stop motion, it's incredibly accessible. You do not need, like, fancy gear or expensive equipment or anything to get better at it. You can honestly, like, Edbound still animates on his phone, I believe, which is amazing, the amount of content that he can create on, like, a smart device or a tablet or whatever he's using. At least I know he used to use a smartphone, so you can definitely do a lot with Lego in stop motion. So when you get to, like, animating more complex characters, that's when stop motion gets expensive and difficult to access. But with Lego, like brick films and stuff, literally anybody can try it. That's the whole purpose that I'm trying to do with my tutorial too, is just talking about how accessible it is for people to join and try it out. So all right, let's see. Oh, and I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, I'm excited to upload the tutorial, and I'm definitely open to any tips or tricks or things that you guys are looking for, talking about different topics, stop motion or Lego related. So, all right, and then these are gonna go here. Well, there we go, little bomb carts, loader carts for the TIE Fighter. Oh my gosh, Dylan. Have you ever seen that really old show, The A-Team? Yes, I've seen The A-Team. I will say, though, I have not seen the remake, the new movie. I've seen the original A-Team, but I have not seen the newer one. All right, let's zoom out here. Let's go back to the wide shot. So there's the TIE Fighter. It's a little bit smaller than I expected, but it's still really good. Very swooshable. I will let's critique it a little bit though. I will say the only thing that I'm not a huge fan of, I really like the engines here. I think these engines look really good. The bombing feature is awesome. The cockpit looks great. Let's put the pilot inside here. Let's see how he fits in. A little bit of a tight fit. Oh, he just kind of sits in there loosely. There's no stud connection. But he's staying in there. So, pilot's in there now. I don't know if you can see him right here. I will say the only thing that I'm not a huge fan of this version of the bomber, and I think this really just goes for a lot of the newer TIE fighters are designed this way. The way that the black is kind of sticking out farther than the gray, really this whole panel should be the same thickness. And this, you can see that this section is a little bit lower than the black that's raised up by the plate height, the height of a plate. So that I'm not a huge fan of. But yeah, like it definitely looks like the ship. It looks good. Admiral Sloane. Cool character. Don't know much about her in the books. Nice to get a Vader with arm printing. I think that this is probably the most affordable set that you can get Vader with arm printing. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like it is. So always good to get Vader. I know that the head print for this is new. And of course we have Gonk Droid. Imperial Gonk Droid. Gonk, gonk. And a little cart. You always got to have a little cart. But yeah. Overall, a good set. Nice to have another Imperial vehicle and add this to the TIE collection. I think 80s movies and TV shows are forgotten about these days. You're one of those people that actually knows the good stuff. I have much respect for you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I hang out with a lot of people who, I mean, I grew up watching 80s stuff. Like I used to watch like, what's the old channel that shows a lot of old stuff? There was a specific TV channel that used to show a lot of 80s movies and things like that. I grew up watching all of that. Back to the Future, Star Wars. Star Wars technically an 80s thing, you know. Star Trek. I love the old Star Trek movies. Indiana Jones is also 80s, I think, or 90s. Late 80s, early 90s. But yeah. All right, well, thank you everybody for joining. I think I'm going to wrap this up here. I know I have a few other sets here, but I think I'm going to probably wrap it up here and just call it at that. But thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Next week, we're going to be building probably the medieval blacksmith shop. I think that's what we're going to be building. That one will be a little bit of a longer stream because it's a bigger build. There's a lot of, it's definitely a much bigger build. So we'll hopefully be able to do that all in one sitting. And yeah, we'll knock it out. But thank you for hanging out. Thanks for joining. And hope you stick around. If you haven't, by the way, if you're interested in my other content, you can check out, I did do some stop motion animation, some new stop motion animation. You can watch it over on my shorts page. If you go over from live to the shorts, I uploaded it on my shorts page. I did a Harry Potter stop motion. You can go and check that out. I uploaded that a couple days ago. And then I also uploaded over on my Instagram. I did a Lego, I can just show you here actually. I did a Lego version of the new Ahsoka poster, which I think turned out really well. So go over there and give it a like, check it out. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see all of you later on.